Yo, so my name is Bluhm. I'm 17 years old and I'm the CEO of artistcraft.com. Currently, I have 12 employees and the most I've made in today is $50,000 in revenue. I'd like to think I know what I'm doing at this point, but I am very, very early in the game and I've got a long ways to go. But, so just I'll give better advice in the future. But this whole video is going to be about, just mindset of entrepreneurship, why it is, most gurus are lying to you in a sense, and what the actual journey looks like. So, you know, first thing I want to say to start off this video is people think entrepreneur is hard-ish, right? In the sense of like, gurus will say like it's going to be a really hard 5 months, and then you're going to be making $10,000 a month. It's going to be a really hard year, and then you're going to sign on 12 clients and you're going to be making 10 grand. Like, they make it seem way easier than it is. And I'll kind of just tell you about my own personal journey on entrepreneurship and how I've gotten to this point. The first 2 years in entrepreneurship, excuse me, I made, for 2 years of work, 80-hour work weeks, I made a grand total of $110. Not fun. Not fun at all. And I was working for about 2 cents an hour. Like, if you put that into perspective, if I would have worked at McDonald's, I would have made 500 times as much money in that first 2 years. I just want that to sink in. It's not a month-long journey. It's not a 6-month-long journey. It's not a year-long journey. It's not a 2-year-long journey. It takes a lot of time. In those first 2 years, you are just building your skill set. You're just learning. But if you expect to make money in those first 2 years, you are delusional, completely delusional. In my first like 7 businesses really didn't amount to anything. I mean, obviously. But you need to have that mindset going into this is like, you're not going to open a drop shipping store and be moving to Dubai making, $200,000 a month, just because like magic, right? It's way, way harder than people make it out to be. And most people, they try to make it seem easier than it is because they're selling their course. I don't have a course to sell, so this is actually very brutally honest. It's going to suck, and it's going to be a long time, and it is going to be 8-hour work weeks, and you're not going to get any money for it for the first 2 years, and you are going to make mistakes, and you are going to, if I actually count how much my total, spent versus lost, I actually probably made about negative $600 from those first 2 years. So, it was a complete failure, other than now, after those 2-year period, I know a lot better how to do it, where I can actually, build a business now and I'm confident in it. But I'm just throwing that out there. This is going to be a shorter video, but expect it to suck and expect it to last a very long time, and don't expect to just get passive income. It's like, I'm just going to start drop shipping, or I'm just going to start this agency, and then I'm going to sign on 5 clients in the first month and it's going to be sweet. It's like, you just don't know anything, you just don't know how to sell, you just don't know how to be a business person at all, and it sucks. So that's kind of just a quick mindset issue that a lot of people have, that I see a lot. Because gurus kind of just say, yo, it's going to be so easy, when it's really not. But, as kind of a closing remark for this, I do want to say it's 100% possible, right? In the first 2 years, it kind of, it doesn't seem possible. Like, it's like, this sucks so bad. I have made no money. I keep working and nothing's happening. And I feel like I just want to quit, right? But if you just keep pushing through that, you're like, it really, and I know I'm kind of all over the place, but it really, when it rains, it pours, and it goes the same way. When things are bad, they're real bad, right? In the first 2 years, they're bad. And then kind of out of nowhere, it's like a switch flips, and you're like, holy shit, I just made 50 grand in a month, right? Like, a lot of times it's like that. It's like, $100 a month, $50 a month, $500 a month, $300 a month, 50 grand in a month, right? It kind of just works that way. And you'll have big breakthroughs, and then you're gonna have big fallbacks of like, I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to pay this guy, who's a big crucial part of my business. I'm not sure if I'm gonna, this deal fell through, and like that was so important, and I was hinging a lot of that, and like, oh no, and like it's problems and problems and problems and problems, and then you get a small breakthrough. But through all of that, you are just learning how to become a better entrepreneur. You're learning how to better handle problems. And Alex Ramosi said this in a podcast, is like, when you start in business, it's you with a stick against a bear, right? And that's arguably a way harder to fight to win than, you against a dragon when you have 12 nuclear bombs, 6 nations, and, 10 million people army behind you. And that's really just how business works. So yeah, that's kind of what I have to say about that. Just, understand it's going to take a long time. It's going to suck. And, you're not going to make $10,000 a month in probably the first several years. So just want you to understand that. And I will try to make more content. I've been saying this in the past few videos of just trying to document the journey, trying to make content. And if anyone finds this useful, that's awesome. Just completely for free. I have nothing to sell. This is free content, organic. And yeah, so I will see you probably in the next one. But sayonara.